It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Well, certainly the Timberwolves have one of the best young cores in the league now. Kenny, how well do Wiggins and Towns pair up with each other now and down the road?
Wow, young team. However, these two young guys can be superstars in this league, especially Wiggins. Wiggins can handle the scoring load, and Towns is learning his way, playing against guys his size, his strength for the first time on a consistent basis, but he's been solid. He's a solid defender, and this is going to be a good team down the line.
Both guys can play multiple positions on the floor, so they'll have a ton of flexibility as the team grows. You know what their favorite sitcom is?
What's that?
The Young and the Restless, baby.
Oh, I like that. That should be their new nickname, The Young and the Restless.
That's a good one.
Well, that's all up to your opinion, I reckon. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road. These guys facing good ball clubs and will continue to over the upcoming stretch of games, even more critical to notch a win in this one.
Yeah, and they're in the middle of a tough stretch of games they've got coming up. I mean, they're excited about it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for them, finding out exactly where they stand in the league.
Yeah, and some top-tier opponents coming in, a chance to test themselves against the best our league has to offer. So those are the challenges that they face, but they have to approach those as opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Thunder. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Morrow in at the small forward position. Thunder on D. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And in their season series against this squad last year, very lopsided in their favor.
Yeah, they swept them and basically told them in how they played, you're not on our level yet. And they look to continue that dominance tonight. And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
And for KG, the last 3 seasons have obviously been very, very tough. His injuries and declining athleticism have led to down numbers really across the board.
Yeah, I mean, his role now has transformed. He's more of a clubhouse leader, a mentor to the up-and-comers, an extra coach, if you will, in game and on the sidelines.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett.
Could it have been any other way? I mean, last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
Here's Roberson. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Got a piece of it. Releases. And it's Martin missing. Well, Kevin Garnett was once the star here and now is acting as the mentor for all these young Timberwolves players. He won't let them slack even for a moment on or off the floor.
You know, it's that competitive fire that made KG so great, Kevin, and Minnesota made a savvy move, I think, to get him into the locker room and back on the squad.
Here's Wiggins. Cans it from short range. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night. Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Roberson the pass to Ibaka. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Wiggins. Puts up a 3. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
That's tipped. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. And Roberson kicks to Cantor. He dishes it to Robertson. Out to the right wing. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. 5th, the Timberwolves.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Cantor with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. And Kevin Martin pulls it down. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Dallas.
The inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough. They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Westbrook, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Westbrook's got his first points of the game.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Thunder with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group. I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Garnett. There's a good screen. Garnett, the screen. Here's Towns. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Andre Robertson. And Towns drops them both.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Let's send it out to Doris Berg, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
He talked about how much respect he has for Kevin Garnett, saying he's just the ultimate competitor. He's unselfish, plays for his teammates, and we've got to really have our motor revving and play with a lot of intensity. We cannot let him outwork us. Kevin looked for a real physical game.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Thunder have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Morrow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Here's Augustine. Here's Adams, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here is Martin. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Thunder making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Augustine against Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the target from 18 feet. Here's Payne. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Down low. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Martin. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging about 15 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Minnesota in the lead. Garnett outside. Back to Rubio. The shot. And again, it's Minnesota.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Thunder have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Over to the wing. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. Gets a very good look and converts.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Garnett. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Minnesota. They're right in 5th place.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement.
Free throw drops for Garnett. And both free throws good from Garnett. Thunder trailing by 3. There's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter. Augustine, that's good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And Greg, how about DJ Augustine and the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
Adams' shot is off. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Wiggins. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Wiggins has got 12.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand. So back to DJ Augustin. It's the middle of last year, and he and Jennings are practically splitting time at the point. Then Jennings goes down with an Achilles injury, and it looks like Augustin will take over full-time duty. Nope, the Pistons trade Augustin to Oklahoma City for Reggie Jackson.
Now here is Augustin. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Portland. Adams dishes to Payne. Garnett grabs the board.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
It's stolen by Adams. The pass to Augustin. Payne kicks to Augustin. And that one's good. Augustin's got his second basket.
Oh, how sluggish was that defense?
5 seconds left in the first. Got it off in time. He got it! That is one fantastic buzzer beater!
He hit that shot like it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
That is what you call much in the clutch.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Towns is out there with Zhang, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Minnesota with the ball after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Zhang a screen. And it's Rubio penetrating. Here's Martin. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook against Rubio. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA. And on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty in how he creates room for himself to get a shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Rubio the pass to Towns. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Cantor. The layup missed.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the shot is good. 14 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was second in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
Westbrook double team. He kicks to Augustine. Wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Augustine's got 9.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
The feed to Towns. Martin for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Roberson. The three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota leading by 7. This is to Rubio. Pass to Wiggins. Up top, Jang. Defended by Ibaka. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now Augustine pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Kicks it to Ibaka. Baseline J on the way. And he recovers it. They get it back. They shoot again. And he sinks the layup. Ibaka's got his second bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now, here's Rubio. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And Towns gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Cantor. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Now, here's Wiggins. The 11-footer. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Rubio against Westbrook. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jang. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams comes in for Cantor. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Augustine. Well, when you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Nikola Pekovic. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Adams with the slam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Here's Roberson, covered by Wiggins. Stolen by Rubio. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Wiggins with the ball. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Wiggins. He's around 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Towns. And it's Muhammad in for Kevin Martin. Then for the Thunder, Mitch McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Roberson. Rubio outside. Here's Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Thunder trailing by 7. It's Westbrook with the drive. That's good. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Muhammad gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pekovic against Westbrook. Rubio the pass to Bielitsa. Shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Poked loose. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Wiggins. Good D by Westbrook. Thunder trailing by 7. To the right side. And here's Morrow outside. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 3rd rebound on the night. 1:16 left to play here in the half. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. That is good.
This is what this team is all about here. I mean, they're forcing their way inside, just bulldozing themselves into the paint area, and they're having a lot of success.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for the Timberwolves. Miller comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscles also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Now, here is Miller. He averages about 5 points a game. And Pekovic kicks to Miller. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Here's Payne. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season.
All right, now,
and rightfully so.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Levine's checked in. Payne hits them both. 35 seconds left in the first half.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Pekovic with a screen. Miller dishes to Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Levine's got his first basket of the night.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Payne. The three. The shot is off. And that does it for the first half of play. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 7. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm here with Kevin Garnett. And Kevin, how does this team navigate the ups and downs and pressure to come out and win games like this one that you're in the middle of here tonight?
Nothing's easy. You know, we do it together. We don't do it individually. And when we do, we look bad. But when we do it together, we look pretty darn good.
KG, thank you for the time. Guys, he's always preaching team.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Andrew Wiggins was the man in the first. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
The second half just about to get going here.
How about Wiggins in this one? 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Minnesota leading by 7. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Tanner. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morrow in at the 3. Martin the pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Garnett. Off the pick. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that. Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's his first foul. Thunder trailing by 5. And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, that was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Thunder making the shot. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
Andrew Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. For Minnesota, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. Thunder trailing by 6. And Westbrook, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list.
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
That's good from Westbrook.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
The dish now to Ibaka. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
On the wing, Wiggins. Thunder with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Westbrook kicks to Morrow. Cantor against Garnett. And here's Morrow outside. Oklahoma City the rebound for the lead. And Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got 7 points for the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Garnett. He has 6. And that one's good. Wiggins.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Feeds it to Cantor. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Miller outside. He dishes it to Martin. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Thunder trailing by 5. And Roberson kicks to Cantor. Roberson dishes to Cantor. Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half. Timberwolves leading by 3. Miller outside. Pass to Martin. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Kevin Martin on top.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Miller against Westbrook. Here's Morrow. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's now only a 1-point Minnesota lead.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
The shot is off. Excellent D there from Garnett. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. The pass to Miller. Back to Garnett. He kicks it to Wiggins. Garnett, the screen. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists in the game. Inside, here's Ibaka. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Westbrook following the bucket by the Timberwolves. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and They got it right there.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Miller. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Payne, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And the shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Minnesota leading by 3. You look at Gorgie Jang and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game was a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
The offensive rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. There's 1:26 left in the third.
And Jang last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Payne's shot is good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And Jang isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
There's the feed to Pekovic. Wiggins outside from deep. That's good. Wiggins has got 22. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's McGarry. It's deflected. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Pekovic kicks to Zhang. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Adams outside. Pass to Payne. Here's the screen. Dishes it to Robertson. Just 4 to shoot. Augustine with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Thunder trailing by 4. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Payne out there with Pekovic. And it's Rubio in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Westbrook, here we go. And here's Morrow outside. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 8 now on the night. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Pekovic with a screen. Martin for 3, and the basket good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see, oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Westbrook against Rubio. Westbrook drives in, and he dunks it right on Pekovic.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game. Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Here's Westbrook. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Minnesota's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Payne gets a wide open look, and again it's Minnesota converting.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Pekovic with a screen. Wiggins passes to Martin. Rubio outside. Launches a 3. The shot no good. Westbrook with the nice D there. That drops. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
In the corner, it's Martin. It's stolen by Adams. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Augustine with it, guarded now by Rubio. Morrow dishes to Ibaka. Westbrook against Martin. Clock at 6. Here's Morrow. The shot is off, and Minnesota will come the other way. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Garnett comes in for Adrian Payne. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Levine subbed in for Kevin Martin. He hits the second from the line. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
To the left side wing. Out left to the wing. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Cantry checked in for Oklahoma City. Kicks it to Levine. Can they get it? No good. And the Thunder going the other way now. It's Westbrook with the drive. Ibaka, the pass to Roberson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it from 11 feet away. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 1, and the bucket from Rubio. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Passes it to Roberson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Minnesota making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Oklahoma City on D. It's a one-point game. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Fades back. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. To the paint. Shots good by Ibaka. And the Thunder lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. And he is one cool customer, guys, isn't he? Every possession magnified down the stretch, but he's been ready with only 1 miss against his 6 mates.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Here's Cantor. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
And Cantor drops them both.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Outside, Martin. That three off the mark. Oklahoma City shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Minnesota's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Back to Rubio. Out to the wing. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Robertson can't hit. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Stolen by Westbrook. Ball going up court. Minnesota with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's stolen. Here's Morrow, covered by Rubio. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Towns dishes to Rubio. Now here's Towns. Wiggins left side. 5 on the clock. It's good.
You know, shooting as well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guys, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Roberson. He feeds it to Westbrook. Cantor. Money!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
I think it's a no-brainer here. You got to go 2 for 1 to maximize the clock.
Important, and you're right about clock management. I mean, this is a great opportunity here, but first and foremost, they have got to get a quality shot.
Westbrook passes to Roberson. Now Westbrook. And Morrow has it in the corner. Nails the tray.
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, and strategy wouldn't be bad to use it if they need to.
And Rubio kicks to Garnett.
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook with a wide open look. It's in!
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
It's game time now, Kevin. Down 1. They've got enough time to make a couple of passes here to find the open man, but they've got to bury the shot to win the game.
Here's Martin. This one for 3. Can't knock in the 3.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, thank you, Kevin. Russell, obviously your ability to attack on offense is such a key for your team. How do you decide when to go to the hoop and when to pass the ball?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Russell, thank you. Kevin, he does it brilliantly.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, Kenny.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.